Aerialbots Over America. It's Transformers issue 21 from October of 1987. An incredible issue of the Transformers. I love the cover. Great shot composition here. This would be one of the best issues of the Transformers were it not for one problem. 5 problems, to be exact. The Aerialbots. Airplanes don't belong on the Autobots. If you're looking for a pro Aerialbot 80s comic book review show, this is not it. I'm against the Aerialbots. Why'd they have to transform into airplanes? Stupid. It's just not right. It's fundamentally wrong. Airplanes don't belong on the Autobots any more than Bumblebee deserves to be alive. That's all I'm saying. Let's get started here. Because we've got an Insecticon who's about to bite this fleshling with the brown slacks. That guy's name is... It's Dad. Ricky Vasquez. Ricky Vasquez. It's so easy to forget their names, these humans. These humans are forgettable. But I do remember his daughter, Maria. Because what he does is he promises Maria something. And this is heartbreaking. This just brings a tear to my eye because... he should know that as a parent, you never promise your children things because then they'll hold you accountable for the promise that you made to them. Daddy, can I have ice cream? Yeah, sure. And then later they want ice cream. Well, what's he do? He promises to take his kid to the 4th of July fireworks celebration, but you know that's not going to happen because the Insecticon bit him in the neck and took over his brain. The Insecticon takes over his brain and Ricky Vasquez, that's his name, drives to meet the Decepticons who are just like, it's like they're just hanging out behind the rock, drinking beer and smoking or something. I love that shot. It's Megatron. Ricky walks over to them, and to prove that they have control of his brain, with one of my Cerebro shells planted in his brain module, he'd eat nuclear waste if I asked him to. Fleshling, there's a grease spot on my foot. See if you can clean it off with your tongue. And the human licks it off his foot. They're all laughing at it. Isn't that great? This proves that Decepticons are assholes, and that's why we like them. So now that they have control of his brain, Ricky Vasquez is instructed to take over the Hoover Dam because the Decepticons are obviously going to transport the power from the Hoover Dam through the space bridge to Cybertron to power Cybertron with an unlimited supply of energy from the Hoover Dam. Got it? Good. It makes exactly as much sense as you think it does. And look, this kid's being a jerk. But here's the real reason that we're reading this comic, so that you all run out and buy Aerialbot toys. It was one glorified commercial after all, and whatever. That's part of the reason it's good. Slingshot, Fireflight, Silverbolt, Air Raid, and Skydive. The Aerialbots. And the Aerialbots are the only ones that can get to the dam in time because they're airplanes and they're faster than the other Transformers, even though the other Transformers can still fly anyway. I didn't write it. Hey, look, the new universe. With such great comics as Night Mask. Remember Night Mask? It's Night Mask. I reviewed Night Mask not too long ago, and you don't want to read Night Mask, but you do want to read Transformers. Because the Insecticons are awesome, and so is Megatron. Here's the space bridge, which materializes out of thin air, and along with it come Ramjet Dirge and Thrust. Awesome. Decepticons. A drill pops out of this thing, starts to drill through the Hoover Dam. Here's a bit of a subplot where Jetfire, along with Donnie Finkelberg, they're on the trail of seven other Transformers that arrive on planet Earth, but that's not the main plot. The main plot is this: Aerialbots fighting Decepticons, and an incredible battle that spans many pages and causes many explosions and creative sound effects. Vroom, vroom, ba-woom, bunk, crack-a-boom, ooh. So many great sound effects in one issue of the Transformers. For that reason alone, you should buy this. Also, it's a good read. And it's fun to watch the battle. And all the cool things each of these Transformers does, like the twisting, what is that thing? Torque rifle, which twists metal. And there's Superion. The Transformers combine to form Superion, but Superion can't do the job because this irritating little girl gets in the way because of the promise that guy made earlier in the book. See, never promise children anything. Beyond the edge of your imagination begins a new universe, which isn't nearly as good as Transformers. The Transformers issue number 21, a lot of fun, a really good read. This whole like era of the Transformers is just terrific. And they're introducing a lot of interesting characters before they got really silly. Like, I don't care for the Aerialbots, to be honest. I truly believe, like, fundamentally, that airplanes just don't belong on the Autobots. They could have transformed into anything else, like blenders. Then they could have combined to form a giant blender that makes enormous margaritas for jazz. But no, airplanes. And the 80s. With BMX biking on the back cover. It's Transformers issue 21. Highly recommended by 80s Comics. Oh yes. If you like the Transformers, you're going to love this issue. Great artwork, great writing, and amazing sound effects. It's Transformers 21.